Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be talking about the HBO Max canceled Ellen DeGeneres series that was aimed at preschoolers. Apparently it's woke. I didn't even know this was a thing, to be honest. I did not know that this was actually a thing. This looks horrible, and it's Ellen DeGeneres. She is a garbage human being who's been basically called out multiple times by producers on her show. By the way, I'm glad her show was canceled. Her show was dog shit too. She was called out multiple times by her producers, saying how abusive she is behind the scenes, acting all nice and stuff, on the show, but then behind the scenes, she is not a nice person. So I'm really glad this is canceled. I don't want woke garbage being shown to preschoolers that can all fuck off, essentially. But we're gonna go through this article from Bounding in the Comics, written by Slade Hale. Check out Bounding in the Comics if you don't know about them. Check out their YouTube channel. Check out their website. Okay, so we'll start here. HBO Max cancels Ellen DeGeneres woke animated series aimed at preschoolers. I wouldn't be surprised if it was woke, because Ellen DeGeneres is pretty woke and she's pretty shit. And yet another sign that the times are changing, HBO Max has canceled several animated shows aimed at kids that focus on hyper-radical woke content and programming / indoctrination of underage children. This includes Cartoonito's Little Ellen, produced by the not comedian Ellen DeGeneres, most famous for accusations of abusing employees working on her daytime talk show. Co-creator Jennifer Skelly, who previously worked on properties like Hello Ninja, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and the Kung Fu Panda TV series, called the decision really devastating. Who cares? We don't want your trash for kids. Honestly, in my opinion, if you want to show a good show to children, just let them watch Power Rangers. That's what I did. When I was 3 years old, I was watching Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. No political garbage, just action and fun. They don't really need to understand too much about what's going on. They could just see the cool flipping things and stuff happening, explosions, so they'll like it. According to a Variety article, HBO Max, Little Ellen, and many other shows must line up in order to cut costs. Yeah, because they're losing money, they're not gaining money, because HBO is not gaining money from any of this garbage. However, pundits on both right and left see it as HBO Max stepping away from the divisive and costly failures of producing woke entertainment, not to mention the enduring backlash which began when corporate giant Disney began meddling in the affairs of Florida's anti-grooming bill, it's called the Parents and Education Bill. Not the Don't Say Gay Bill. Fuck you. Little Ellen got the chop despite 20 unreleased episodes still produced and ready to go. It's a strong sign that the company is starting to rethink its approach to content. I've worked on a million things that have never seen the light of day, but it's pretty rare that you get this far down the pipe. It's literally done, and it's not going to see the light of day. Good. This doesn't need to be put out. It's garbage, and it probably will be garbage for kids. Season 1 of the show debuted in September 2021 with 10 episodes, followed by a second season in March of 2022. It was part and parcel of Warner Media's push for human-centric learning, which turned out predictably to be extreme radical woke gender theory and LGBTQ propaganda push on impressionable children. Yeah, I'm glad this shit got canceled. I'm about as glad as this shit got canceled as the Cowboy Bebop live action, because that was dog shit too. Stop trying to remake perfection, Netflix. Death Note is perfection. Yu Yu Hakusho is perfection. Cowboy Bebop is perfection. Stop trying to remake perfection. Also, Avatar The Last Airbender, perfection. Stop trying to remake perfection. It's not working. Please stop. Seasons 3 and 4 of Little Ellen will be subsequently blown out of the airlock, along with 35 other shows in preparation for a takeover of Warner by Warner Bros. Discovery. This also affects the release of upcoming projects slated for debut on HBO Max, most notably Batman, Cape Crusader, and Young Justice, which may be developed under different studios. While the purge could indeed be seen as a cost-cutting measure, it's at least partly an excuse to shed divisive content from the platform. That may change when Warner gains full control, but the current political climate suggests otherwise, and nowhere is that more apparent than Warner's newfound involvement with CNN. Warner Bros. Discovery would take over the shattered remnants of fake news perpetrator CNN, which recently fired far-left opinion hack Brian Stelter. He's a piece of shit. On a show called Reliable Sources that was not reliable at all. It was a piece of shit show. That's why nobody watched it. From the network, this comes hot on the heels of disgraced CNN alum Jeffrey Toobin being shown the door, which was a follow-up to compromised anchor Chris Cuomo getting fired over his handling of brother Andrew Cuomo's political fall from grace. New CEO Chris Litch made no bones about his dislike for Stelter or his humorously named show Reliable Sources. It was not reliable. It was a piece of shit. Just look at Stephen King. He's pretty stupid, and that's all he watches apparently because he's retarded. Similarly, Warner Brothers Discovery board member John Malone has made it clear that he wants CNN to shed its overtly partisan business model in favor of unbiased, ethics-based journalism. It's about goddamn time. We aren't holding our breath on that one. The timing could be worse for the woke, with many large media companies rethinking their stance on radical left religious dogma being crammed down audiences across the country and beyond. Even ultra-woke megacorp Disney is starting to show signs of weakness and is now curbing its LGBTQ content to appease Middle Eastern or Asian audiences. It isn't fair to make the claim that the line was canceled specifically because of its child grooming content, but the argument can be made that Warner Brothers is looking for excuses to put the lead boots on any property that strays too far into controversy. Certainly more eyes than ever on corporations and institutions embracing wokeism, and the response thus far has been overwhelmingly negative. Time will tell if Warner Brothers creeps its way back into nefarious gender and this related content aimed at pubescent children, and whether it would close that particular chapter altogether. Trusted media is at an all-time low. Parents are spitting nails, and shareholders are staring cross-eyed at the supposed creatives in charge of pumping out new content for various streaming services. For Ellen DeGeneres is the latest example of her fading star power in the wake of her 2021 PR disaster and her slide into cultural irrelevancy. Like many on the woke left, all they had to do was behave themselves. They couldn't help it. Of course not. Couldn't help themselves. Because they are NPCs. They are ideologically lost. They think people give a shit about their political opinions. Just entertain us. Be the clowns you are and entertain us. We don't give a fuck about your political leanings. We don't give a fuck about what you think about anything other than how to entertain us. That's it. That's all we want you to do. That's literally all we want you to do. You know what won't preach to you and isn't far left woke trash? As soon as it loads, the Ripperverse. That's what's not far left garbage. The Ripperverse. I should have probably loaded this beforehand because it's not loading. Hold on. Second. The Ripperverse. There we go. You can get ISOM number 1. Will not preach to you. It's not far left, it's not far right, it's not libertarian, it's not conservative. It's just fun superhero comics. Superheroes fighting, I guess, bad guys, but nobody knows yet because it's not out yet. But essentially, it's all about the superheroes. It's what comics used to be. It's what comics should stay as, not the woke trash that they're putting out now. With gay Superman and bisexual Batman and all the other garbage they're putting out now. This is what you should be supporting. Stuff like this that won't preach to you and all that good stuff. It's still got, cover C is still available to purchase. It's probably not loading because it's being overwhelmed, but it's all good. This is where the video now ends. I appreciate y'all for being here, for checking out the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave a like, comment below your thoughts on this video. Subscribe for more content, and as always, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out.